Alarm goes off at 4:45. Roll out of bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans.
Hi, welcome back to part 6 of this exciting little build. Look at that thing. Ooh, looks bloody good, doesn't it? I'm quite happy where it's going. So, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is we are going to, well, I'm going to recycle a frame because obviously I've got to finish that front axle and make that all nice and sturdy. But also I want to mount a winch in there as well, just a, you know, little extra feather in its cap, you know, make it a bit more multi-use. So we're going to alter that frame, which is a frame we made years ago for another little job we had on the front of a tractor, with what we were doing with it. So me and Keithy make that frame up, beautiful, but it's been surplus to requirements because we bought a new tractor and upgraded everything, and that was in the scrap pile, so I'm going to reuse it. The other thing I'm going to do in this episode is, if I get my finger out of the way of the camera, everything I'm going to do in this episode as well is make a roll frame. Bit of a fabrication episode on this one. What more can I say? Don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that bell button as well, so you see when my videos come out and we're all good. And don't forget, this project's all about Tinker Time, about getting you to the workshop, giving you a bit of inspiration to be able to, you know, do, wow, crazy things really. I've got some good little projects lined up as well for next year. I'm excited to introduce those ones. So for a minute, let's get on with this beastie. We're going to start at the front, get that axle done. We'll make that roll frame up. And magic. Let's get going. So just by doing that, I mean, just give you a gist of what I'm going to do winch wise. Obviously that's an electric winch, that's an EP12, I think they called those ones. They're like a braked winch. Can't get them no more, but I've got a couple here kicking around luckily, but I'm not sure it's going to be that one. It's probably going to be a different one, but I just wanted to try fit and see how it fitted, and yeah, I think it fit perfectly, so that's ideal. The other thing I'm going to do is down on this bit is we're going to put a Dixon bait hitch on it, a couple of crossbars, and yeah, with pin hitch, so that'd be great. So I think the other thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start making this roll frame. So I think it's going to be a case of we're going to get the first wing off, I'm going to make a pattern up for the stay, for the upright, and then I'm going to go from there. So if I make the bracketry up that's going to bolt onto the axle, and then I can then weld the frame onto it, take it all off, clean it up, paint it, refit, bloody lovely. So let's go. Don't forget though, A, don't forget to like and subscribe. B, smash that bell button. C, don't forget your bloody cup of coffee, because I am terrible for putting it down and never finding it again. Well, I've just spotted it, so bottoms up. Oh, that's better. So let's get this frame made. Right, we'll let them cool down a minute. Might even take them outside, just cool them off a bit. We'll clean them up, we'll put them on top of the axles, and then we'll work the undercarriage out. And then once we'll work out all the holes, drill the holes, bolt this all in, and then we can then start thinking about making the frame up, tacking it all together in situ. I'm going to build it on the tractor, and then take it off, weld it all properly again, clean it all up, and give it a paint. So let's keep going. Right, so I've cleaned those plates up. I've given a really light blast just in the blast cabinet just to take the rust off, but I haven't like taken them back so they're like silvery. But so what we've got these two plates. So we've got these two plates. They're going to sit like this, right on that edge, be bolted down through, wing go on top, job's good. And there's also going to be a plate going up underneath as well, and then I can put an upright here to catch the other upright, and then it should be all nice and safe. Bolt bottom, bottom top, it should be all strong in all sorts of directions. So let's get these holes marked, and then I can maybe concentrate on the bottom one, and I'm just going to replicate both of them at the same time, drill them both at the same time, and go for it. So let's go. See, we've bolted up, we've got this plate in. We are going to put, so obviously our upright is going to go up onto there, and I'm going to put a secondary upright going up the side of that to make it nice and strong. Yeah, next job we need to do really is get the wings back on temporarily, just loose, and then I can work out where the bars are going to get welded in. So I'm going to weld them in, I'm going to weld and cut the last few bits in, and then I can take it all off, paint it, or clean it all up. There's a few bits I'm going to throw in the blast cabinet, clean up, paint it all up. It'll look beautiful. So, easy as that. No way. Oh. I've got half an inch clearance. That. Best not come in too fast, or is it not going in? We are quite happy with that. Wonder how it looks with me sat on it. Well, I've got plenty of room to not smack my head. And if I'm standing, I'm stood here, so I'm away from the bar. So I think that's a success. So you. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and put the kettle on. And get to the workshop, get your projects done. I think that looks good. We're going to put a couple of lights on, flag. I think it's going to be grand, but I like that. That's good. That's very good. Extremely happy with that. All sits in well. Beauty, I'm happy. So I think I'll cut the video there. So, right, what we need to do now is I need to order some stuff. Hence why I'm going to cut the video now. I need to order the power steering kit. I'm going to order a bonnet. And we can fit the bonnet up. We can fit the power steering on. That's going to be quite an interesting bit to do. But no. Thank you ever so much for watching. The other thing I've got to say thank you for is that last video I had, I've had 1,000 views. I mean, that is just, wow. You guys are amazing. I've got to say that. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'd like to say, yeah, thank you ever so much for joining me in on this part. I'm sorry it's a bit of a boring one. It's not as good as a startup. But thank you ever so much for everyone watching, supporting me. It really makes it all worth it. We've got more projects on the go coming up. Next year is going to be quite a busy calendar, actually, because there's some other things in pipelines, in backgrounds going on that have been put to me as well. So I just want to say, yeah, thank you ever so much for supporting. You are all amazing. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It all helps. It all helps the channel, and it all helps me do things like this. You know, if I can get this taken off the floor, I mean, we could really do some really interesting stuff, but obviously we need to get going, which we're on a good start. So I'd like to say thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. So from me at Tanky's Playtime, have a great evening. I'll see you all again soon.
Longer